You are not imagining it. Your paycheck is the same, maybe even bigger than it was 3 years ago, and yet somehow, every single month, the money is just gone faster. Groceries, rent, insurance, gas, it all costs more. And nobody's really explaining why or what you're supposed to do about it. That's what this video is. No politics, no spin, just the honest truth about why things feel so expensive in 2026. And 3 real moves you can make starting this week to protect yourself. Let's get into it. First, let's talk about what actually happened. It didn't start in 2026. It started in 2020. When the pandemic hit, governments around the world pumped trillions of dollars into the economy to keep it alive. That was the right call. But all that new money chasing the same amount of goods? That's a recipe for inflation. Then supply chains broke. Ships couldn't dock. Factories shut down. Stuff got scarce. And when things are scarce and money is plentiful, prices go up. By 2022, inflation hit a 40-year high. The Fed slammed the brakes, raising interest rates faster than any time in modern history. That cooled things down. But here's the catch. Prices didn't come back down. They just stopped rising as fast. So everything you're paying for today? It's built on top of all those pandemic-era price hikes. What you're spending $126 on today would have cost you $100 before the pandemic. Bloomberg, you've adjusted. Your budget hasn't. And then new pressures piled on. Tariffs, taxes on imported goods, pushed inflation up an additional estimated 1% between 2025 and 2026. Stanford Institute for Economic Policy Research, that doesn't sound like a lot, but it shows up as higher prices on electronics, clothing, appliances, basically anything manufactured overseas. Utilities are another gut punch. Americans now pay an average of $265 a month in utilities, up 12% from last year alone. CBS News, ground beef is up 17% from a year ago. Coffee is up 18%. CB, have a mortgage or you're trying to buy a home? A young couple today needs 70% of their annual income just for the average down payment, up from 45% in the year 2000. Bloomberg, so no, you're not bad at managing money. The math just got harder. Now let's talk about what you can actually do. Move I-1, build a tariff buffer, know what's about to get more expensive. Here's something most people don't realize. Price increases from tariffs don't hit instantly. There's a lag. Retailers buy inventory in advance. So what's on the shelf right now was often priced before the latest tariff increases hit. What does that mean for you? Big ticket items, appliances, electronics, even some furniture, are likely to cost more in the next 3 to 6 months than they do right now. If you know you need a new washing machine or laptop in the next year, buying it sooner could save you real money. But here's the more important move. Audit your recurring bills, insurance, subscriptions, phone plans, internet. These companies raise prices quietly in the background, and most people just auto-pay without noticing. Set a date, this weekend, to go through every recurring charge. Call your providers, ask for a loyalty discount. Switch if you can. People who do this even once a year routinely save $100 to $300 a month. Move DA2, don't leave your savings in a regular bank account. This one is critical and so many people are sleeping on it. If your emergency fund or savings is sitting in a traditional bank account earning 0.1% interest, and inflation is running at 2.5% or higher, you are losing money every single day you leave it there. High-yield savings accounts right now are offering anywhere from 4% to 5% APY. That's not investing. That's not risky. It's just a bank account at a different bank that actually pays you real interest. If you have $10,000 sitting in a regular savings account, you're earning maybe $10 a year. In a high-yield account, that same $10,000 could earn $400, $500 a year. That's free money for moving some digits around online. The second piece of this, if you have any debt with a high interest rate, credit cards especially, that is the highest guaranteed return you can get right now. Paying off a 22A APR credit card is like getting a 22A2 investment return. Nothing else comes close. Move AA3, inflation-proof one area of your life. You can't fight inflation on every front at once, but you can pick one category and get ruthless about it. Here's what I mean. Pick the thing eating your budget the hardest. For most people right now, it's groceries, subscriptions, or dining out. And spend 2 weeks going to war with that category specifically. For groceries, store-brand products are typically 20–30% cheaper than name brands, and in most blind taste tests, people can't tell the difference. Meal planning even 3 dinners a week instead of buying whatever you feel like? That can cut your grocery bill by 15 to 25 TL without feeling deprived. For the bigger picture, Americans' savings rate is currently sitting at just 40% of after-tax income CNN, which is dangerously thin. Person can make right now. Look, I know it's exhausting to feel like you're working harder than ever and still falling behind. That frustration is completely valid. About 7 in 10 Americans say they're struggling to pay for food, housing, and healthcare right now. CBS News, you are not alone in this. But here's what I want you to take away from this video. The economy is doing things to you, but you are not powerless. Know what's getting more expensive and act before it does. Move your savings somewhere that actually fights inflation for you. And pick one category of spending to own completely. 3 moves. That's it. If this helped you, share it with someone who needs it. And drop in the comments. What's been hitting your wallet the hardest this year? I read all of them. See you next week.